So we got Trump in the White House talking about crypto. Let's see where this goes.
I want to thank Marco Rubio also, who's right over there. And we have tremendous people very interested in this subject. And last year, I promised to make America the Bitcoin superpower of the world and the crypto capital of the planet. And we're taking historic action to deliver on that promise, as you know, around the table. Yesterday, I signed an executive order officially creating our strategic Bitcoin reserve. And this will be a virtual Fort Knox for digital gold to be housed within the United States Treasury. That's a big thing, Scott.
So he said a virtual Fort Knox. For those who don't know, Fort Knox is a place where not only the gold of the U.S. but the gold of other countries is held as collateral for they're just holding their gold there, right? For whatever reason. At one point, they had something to do with the dollar, the nature of the dollar when it was backed by gold. But then when Nixon took the U.S. off the gold standard, there's been no need for people to continue to store their gold there. However, it's there for whatever reason, for country sovereign wealth, and then the U.S.'s actual gold reserves, which are, by the way, still listed on the asset books of the Federal Reserve, private bank. So with the crypto, Trump wants to make America the crypto capital of the world, which is a huge statement. He released his official Trump meme coin on the Solana platform. And in recent times, we had a little bit of a pump in meme coins in particular. Bitcoin is definitely upticking. Last I checked, it was at 95,000. Um, Looking like it's set to easily get up over 100. And who's to say where things are going to head? FIFA also was here at this gathering. Algorand sponsored uh, the World Cup for them on this last one. And they got a lot going on. So for those who don't know, I'd highly encourage you to get involved before everyone and their grandmother starts talking about it, because now you have an opportunity to get in when it's pretty much unheard of. Prices are low. You can get, life changing, generational changing uh, gains, profits. But it's going to be tough. You can't just go off someone else's opinion as to what to invest in. You got to really get in there and learn what's going on. What is it? What is blockchain? What is uh, layer one, layer two, layer three projects? What is uh, web two, web three, AI? AI coins, meme coins, all of these different things. Those are things you're going to have to get into and learn for yourself, and get in this game now while you still can.
The federal government is already among the largest holders of Bitcoin, as you know. Really one of the largest holders in the world, with as many as 200,000 Bitcoin obtained via civil law and various other forms of law, and including enforcement actions. These existing holdings will form the foundation of the new reserve. Unfortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government has foolishly sold tens of thousands of additional Bitcoin that were worth billions and billions of dollars had they not sold them, but they did sell them, mostly during the Biden administration. And not a good thing to have done. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the hell knows, right? Who knows?
Who knows? Hey, look, it's coming. I'm telling you. And then also they got to make laws. There's a lot that's kind of out of control. There's rug pulls. There's things like that that are going on. So they're gonna have to get the infrastructure right behind the scenes. But for those who are clever, pay attention, right? You got to get ahead of the curve here. If you wait until everyone is doing it, it's on everyone's phone, it's on every other commercial, and there's pump, pump, pump galore. You know, Bitcoin is at $1 million or something like that, and everybody wants to get involved. And everybody's talking about it, and they're getting ready to, they're getting a second mortgage now, and they're thinking about their grandkids and how they're going to have a future and whatnot. You need to be doing that now. That's the time to do it. All right, folks.
Who knows? But so far, it's been right. And well, let's keep it that way. The Treasury and Commerce Departments will also explore new pathways to accumulate additional Bitcoin holdings for the reserve, provided it's done at no cost to the taxpayers. We don't want any cost to the taxpayers. In addition, my order directs federal agencies to conduct an inventory of all crypto assets currently held by the U.S. government and determine how they can be transferred easily to the Treasury. Non-Bitcoin digital assets will be held in a new U.S. digital asset stockpile where they will be managed properly. My administration also is working to end the federal bureaucracy's war on crypto, which was really going on pretty wildly during Biden until the election came about. About 5 months before the election, he became a big fan because he heard how many people were in favor of it and how many people love it and respect it. But I guess it didn't work out too well for him. People understood what was going on and paved the way for groundbreaking innovations in institutional finance. Under the Bitcoin administration, regulators strong arm banks. I mean, they really did. They strong arm banks into closing the accounts of crypto businesses and entrepreneurs, effectively blocking some money transfers to and from exchanges, and they weaponized government against the entire industry. But I know that feeling also. Maybe better than you do. All of that will soon be over. And
Yeah, I mean, these guys are really and truly criminal. And for those who've been in the game since, maybe the last 5, 10 years, 15 years, um, most certainly in the last five, you've seen a lot of changes. Even the whole KYC, know your customer, right? Bitcoin, one of the big pulls of it at a time was the privacy of it, right? The ability to do business with people around the world and move your money in a way where banks are not monitoring literally every single dollar from every person, where it's going, why it's going, how it's going, when it's going, how it's being spent once it goes, and then from there and tying people, just the level of the invasiveness of the banking world and wanting to just micromanage and control with their just insidious tentacles everywhere was the driving force for people using Bitcoin initially. And then and other coins, right? Yeah, Ethereum and others are definitely in that whole crypto space. But these cats in recent times, as it started to get more popular, particularly in the U.S., they've started to get more just toxic and wanting to control, micromanage, and see whatever it is that's going on and what they can get into to just ruin lives, close bank accounts, seize and hold funds, prevent people from actually buying Bitcoin because you need to get on an exchange. Now it's a lot easier on places like Coinbase and things like that. But at the time, it was tough to even get on these exchanges, to be able to even buy Bitcoin or any of these other coins. So he's saying now that's over, and trust and believe that is a great thing.
and we are ending Operation Choke Point 2.0. Now, some people really suffered. It was ridiculous what they were doing. But in the end, they came around, but they came around for the wrong reasons. They came around only because they wanted votes. And they saw that tens of millions of people were against them because of what they were doing.
Right.
I also want to express my strong support for the efforts of lawmakers in Congress as they work on bills to provide regulatory certainty for dollar-backed stablecoins and the digital assets market. They're working very hard on that. This is a tremendous opportunity for economic growth and innovation in our financial sector, and will really go a long way. I think it's going to be a tremendous. We feel like pioneers in a way of tremendous method of growth, and things are very much tied, and we want to keep it that way. The U.S. dollar long into the future. We're going to keep it that way. I hope lawmakers will send that legislation to my desk before August recess if they can.
Okay. So, as I said, they need the infrastructure before they can really like release it to the general public and pump it the way that they really want to. Because even now, I mean, it's gotten a lot better, but definitely, especially as it relates to things like meme coins, the dangers are still there. Um, I did see that the Binance USD is something that there's pretty much been a war on for some time, uh, and there are those who stated back when this whole thing first started with the BUSD that is because the United States as an entity wants to get into the crypto space and have actual, the USD become digital, right? And now here's where it's important for us to pay attention because while I do think it's going this way, and if we're clever enough, you can definitely have life altering, uh, transfer of wealth, generational wealth gains right now, even off putting $20 in the right place today, right now on March 8th, 2025. If you can do that correctly today, you'll definitely have, or in the coming days, you'll definitely have life altering gains. If the problem though is if we do all go digital and the money's on the phone and they're scanning orbs and whatnot when we're just retinal scanning at the grocery store and all this kind of stuff. The danger of that is that the government putting everything on blockchain, being able to monitor all of our transactions with even more impunity, and then of course if they don't like something you're doing, being able to just electronically seize your wallet or turn off all of what you're doing. That's the danger of where this could all potentially go. Even more so though, if you miss the gains, right? Like if you miss the gains and you just get in later on in life, and this is just the way we live now, and you're just day to day out here, you're going to be more susceptible to that trap. If you get in now and you reach the life altering gains, then obviously through wealth and your ability to administer that correctly, that'll kind of help you fend off the beast a little bit more. But trust and believe that is going to be the exception and not the rule.
And they're very much working with you, and you know a lot of them, and a lot of them were committed right from the very beginning. So I just want to congratulate you all for being at the White House today, and a man who knows more about Bitcoin and AI and just about everything else than anybody, David Saxon. I'd like to have you say a few words, David.
Thank you, Mr. President. We're all here today because of your leadership, your vision, and your generosity, and I really want to thank you for that. We're also here because of your desire to make America great and to introduce a golden age in America, including for digital assets. And we're here because of your love of innovators, or as you might say, high IQ people. We know you love high IQ people, and we have about 30 of them here in the room today. These are the top people in the digital asset industry. And one other thing that I think that you love is legal fairness. This is an industry that
This is his AI and crypto czar that's talking.
was subjected to prosecution and persecution for the last 4 years, horrible lawfare, and nobody knows that feels like better than you do. So we really appreciate the fact that you understand legal fairness and that you're always willing to fight for the right thing, for legal fairness. You never back down. You stand defiant, even in the face of an assassin's bullet. It's an inspiration to everyone in this room, I think. So it's an honor.
Thank you.
So I just want to say it's an honor to work for you. It's an honor to work for a president who works every day to get so much done on behalf of the American people. Your administration is moving at tech speed. It's really amazing. It's actually faster than any startup that I've been part of. Is that your administration moves even faster? So I just want to say thank you for having me be a part of it.
Okay, so we'll leave it there. They're basically just getting in the formalities at this point. But the good news is this, people, change is on the horizon. We, you, I have an opportunity to tap into something really special right now. Because once this infrastructure is laid for the digital and AI future that is coming, right? It's pretty much here, but they haven't really laid the infrastructure the way that they want, so they can, maintain control the way that they like to, and kind of dictate terms and kind of fly high above the regular population. Once they've ensured that they can kind of do that, and be that exception to the rule, then it's all going to come out. So again, now's the time, folks. I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, meaning, my whole portfolio is not based on 100% Bitcoin. Some people are. Do what you can. Everyone should have some that they intend on holding long term for sure at some point. But you got to get in the game right now, folks. Education, right? Education. You got to learn. You got to learn what's going on. Don't take my word for it. Don't take their word for it. Do your own research. Hear people out, hear different views. But at the same time, we all have to make our own decisions as it comes to investment, when it comes to investments. And no one's going to take responsibility for your losses. You put the money somewhere, it goes well, that's on you. You put it somewhere, it goes poorly, that's on you. And there's going to be a lot of tricksters out there, again, especially in the meme coin space. So be careful with all that, and don't put money that you can't afford to lose. At the end of the day, though, we all need to be in the game, and we need to be in it to win it.